to represent team. How long do you guys have? 1 hour?
Yeah, we have an 1 hour. We have a time
You'll
for
have the
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah,
Are you guys going back into practice after this?
yeah, they have a tournament. Made
What time?
8, I guess.
Okay.
Like 8.
We'll let you go. We'll let you go. Don't worry. Uh, okay, let's see. Bum bum. Okay, Amarjeet. And also, guys, when you guys put up, when you guys had put up, of course, you had put up stories saying there were questions to ask you, right? Any questions that you guys got asked that we weren't able to find out from you? So, any questions that you guys got asked?
Not specifically, but people did ask me about the Discord link.
Acha, okay, fine. Ritam, maybe it helps to go ahead and just put this along with the Discord link right now on our Insta, and we'll and Discord right now.
Right. I'm just doing that.
Yeah, Aris Bunny seems very excited. Please shout out to Aris Bunny. Okay, shall we start, guys? Then let's go. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll start and we'll see. Everyone who has to join will join. Normally, we rank it up to around 50 to 60 people, and we'll see how this one, right? Okay, Zenon already has a question. What's the environment? Okay, I promise to ask this, Zenon. Good question. I promise to ask. Congratulations in advance to you guys. We've got the True Ripper Academy squad with us. So that is Akash, Curse God, Proton, and Exin. Thank you so much for joining us. We do these AMAs every 10 days, largely to get people such as you on. क्योंकि हमारे जो loyalist है, users है, वो सब होते हैं. They're all BGMI या Free Fire players. They play for fun. कभी-कभी तो teams में भी होते हैं वो, and they also want to go ahead and build towards becoming esports players just like yourselves. So first, congrats on everything that you guys have done at your age.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Hats off. If someone told me that you could do this gaming, I will not be doing this. Unfortunately, my mother doesn't like me talking about this right now. Okay, so congrats on everything you're doing. This AMA is going to be very similar to everything else. The idea is very simple. Talk to people with experience like you, young chaps who have made it big in the esports world. Today's topic is what are the most common mistakes that you see or you have experienced that you will advise people not to do. वो होंगे आज का topic. And I'm hoping that people, and this is to the audience as usual, please feel free to put your questions on chat. We will ask your questions. And Zenon already has two big questions, and I promise to get to both of them. Okay. Along with me is Ritin, who's hotshot.
Hi. Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
sure.
This is Hotshot here.
Okay.
Hi,
So
guys.
that's
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody from the audience.
So both of us will ask questions together. We'll make it interactive. Keep it casual, keep it fun. जो भी बोलना है बोल दो. Whatever we have to beep out, we'll beep out. Edit में करेंगे हम. So don't worry. चलो ठीक है. All right. Okay. So we'll start immediately. I think I'll start. I'll just start for the very, very basic question that Zenon had asked. What's the environment which is best for making a team peaceful for the IGL? This is for the IGL. What is the environment which is best for making a team peaceful?
Calls.
Yeah.
We should calls. Team calls and coordination.
Team calls and coordination. Can you elaborate a little more? How often do you do a call? What do you mean?
Like IGL tells something, we follow it.
Okay. Follow the IGL बोल रहे हैं आप. Okay. But what if you don't agree with the IGL?
No, we formally each and every call, even though it is mistake.
Can you guys come a little closer? It's cracking.
Huh.
That's fine. That's
No,
fine. That's okay.
we will listen each and every calls, even though IGL calls are mistake. Because he's an in-game leader, now we should follow him what he says.
I agree. I agree. Basically, listen to your IGL bol rahe wo. If you don't agree to them, you shoot them from the back. So
There's no team firing though.
no
Like
team
friendly fire
firing.
off that. If there was friendly fire in BGMI, people would go mad. It will be a bloodbath. I'm telling you.
It'll be a
If there
bloodbath.
must be friendly fire,
But
it's
it'll be a lot
crazy.
of
It's like
fun. I,
तूने मेरा
I
कॉल
think
नहीं
that's
कॉल
what
क्यों नहीं सुना
hacking should
लेट
be.
कर दिया लेट
But that's what Zenon is asking. But I like what Zenon's train of thought. I'm guessing this is what he's going through. But it will lead to a lack of peace in the team if players are not able to tell the IGL what they feel. Any thoughts?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, sure. That's like 100%.
So then what? How do you guys manage it? So I think this question is you have an IGL. Of course, the IGL is going to give you directions. There is a chance that, of course, in game you have to listen to the IGL. Their question is, how do you make sure that it is a team effort, either in game or outside game?
Bonding like family, so that maintains a good performance in matches.
Bond like family so that you maintain good performance. So what do you do? I remember in the beginning you said coordination and calls, right? So is that a pre-game strategy? How do you decide that chalo theek hai, this is a common decision? I mean, the IGL can say everything, and of course he is the IGL for a reason. But you may have a thought. Now, आप सब strategy करते हो, आप सब खेलते हो. So how do you listen? What do you guys do? How do you manage that?
They pre-plan everything, like the rotation, where the are go. So once the IGL sticks to the script, basically जो script before the games, they decide, they follow it. Even though if it's a mistake, after the game they recall it. Okay, yeah, mistake was on this game. They try to resolve it. So basically, they go through a script where कौन सा teams कहाँ जा रहे हैं, where their rotations might be, where the circle might go. So they just go with that. They don't create confusion or chaos, anything in the middle of the game. Because
Nice.
DJ is a survival game. So you can't every time predict things. So they stick to one guy who has given the priority call.
Very nice. Got it. Got it. So you're basically saying there is both an in-game strategy and a game strategy post and coordination before is very important. वो तो सबको पता है. But I see what you're saying. You're basically saying, guys, in-game fighting is not going to help. Right. Hi, Dhruv. Hi, Dhruv. We've got Dhruv also joining us. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Now, just and Zenon has
Xenon
promised
has
to
one
continue.
more question. I think Xenon has one more question following up to that. That is, let's say one player is not in form. So how do you, as an IGL, boost his morale and make him, get him back on his feet during a match when everything is not going the way you expect it to go?
Just motivate him. Like you can do it.
कैसे?
Like rating him
गाली
and
या चलो होगा.
Private में गाली. Private में गाली दे दो सबको. On the side, one whack.
Yeah, usually what the team does is if one player is not performing, they like maybe give him time. Like they don't have him come to the next. They give him break. Kind of okay, you take rest, take pause, maybe chill, watch something, and then get back into us. So we have a
Got it.
backup guy where when someone feels uneasy of like thoda drag watch for a long day, of course his performance is down. So that time we have one more guy coming in and
Got it.
Nice.
It's like with every other sport. But you're saying that to get agitated, naraz hona, gali dena at that point of time is not going to help you, right? Got it. Got it. Okay. Coming to one of our top questions, and like I started right at the beginning, all right. You guys have, this is by the way the True Rippers Academy for everybody who has joined us now. This is the True Rippers Academy. They basically are playing with True Rippers and growing to become probably their main team soon enough, right? Must have been a very growing struggle for you guys. Everybody's coming on. I know that everyone here is very young, but it must have taken years of practice to play. My question is, today, what is the most common mistake that you think new teams are doing, right? Both before matches that they are not, that is not helping them grow. What is the most common mistake? Because everyone wants to be a T1 esports team. So what's the common mistake you see?
Synergy issues with the team, not
Very nice.
playing skills like
थोड़ा आगे आ सकते हो आप? हाँ.
like like they're not playing coordinative and not listening to the calls which are given by the team players and IGL.
Why do you think that is a problem today? It could have been a problem with you also, but why do you think it is a more common problem today?
Because we used to face that in our previous
Previous
years.
years, we used to face that.
Acha. And can you elaborate? Because I'm sure that most people playing here in teams have that problem where there is a lack of. Why do you think it happens, and how can you get out of it?
By
Analyzing the previous games, how we have went through.
Analyzing, you said.
Yeah.
Analyzing the previous matches.
Okay.
So
and
that
how much time? Go on. Go on.
and it will help in further matches so that we can cross check the mistakes done by the.
Nice. Okay. So you're basically saying analyze and coordinate after. So this is post game you're talking about, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So if that is the case, if there is a lack of coordination that is happening right at the beginning, how do you, and I'm guessing you are saying this is the most common problem for most teams. How can I stop that even happening? Is there a pre-game strategy you can have? Or
Yep.
bonding?
Yep. In the beginning, there's no, player, who will get adjusted to a new team. He needs time to, stick to a team and, maybe go through the mistakes, maybe go through the plus points, what the team is providing. So he has to at least stick in for 3 to 4 days, when he is joining a new team. But what usually happens in BGMI community is people are, much toxic when it comes to team. People are, players individually are much more, egoistic. They don't, see it as a team. They see it as an, individual achievement, individual, me acha khelta hu. Rest of them, they are making me feel down. So that is where, players have to, come up and think, this is a team. Even if I'm, maybe playing the supportive role, even if the other guy is having finishes, we have to, stick as a. So that is where, people like, and usually all the teams, if you see, they don't, last more than 1 month. This lineup is, from last 6 months. So they have a good bonding and, they know what the mistake the player, does. So everything is also, usually teams have to stick for a long time to, see what their, mistakes are and everything.
Got it. All right. Okay. Nice. All right. At least that gives you a sense. Any questions? Go on with them.
Oh, so I wanted to go on with another question to follow up on this. Like, so what's something like a funny moment, a funny story during your matches that taught you a lesson, like something ye to aur nahi karna hai bhai. So what was that moment like maybe in a certain very competitive match that you were playing in a big tournament that you were playing? There was something funny that happened, and was like, "Bhai, mujhe ye to aur nahi karna hai."
Yeah, there was a one scenario with the team. They had an event clash basically. So we stick to one
Okay.
event. So as a scene हुआ था, there was a match 2, and by mistake we shared the IDP of the some other tournament. So they actually lost this tournament and even lost this. So basically match 1 भी नहीं खेल पाए and match 2 भी नहीं खेल पाए because of एक और event का IDP आ गया. So that is where we were like, we have to stick to schedule. फालतू में events जा रहा है, and that was their semi-finals. Yeah.
Wow. Semifinals.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was all like and like, 3 days से top कर रहे थे, and due to 1 day top 60 नहीं हुआ. 1 point you lost, right?
Yeah.
In one pause they couldn't qualify with, like losing that too without even joining the room.
Okay, guys, I've got a lot more people that have joined us. We've got at least 20 people that have joined us right now. Again, this is Team True Rippers, the academy. We've got all the team members here looking to help us with finding out the biggest mistakes that you can make, and the idea is to avoid those mistakes. Uh, can you tell us? I mean, the answer obviously is obvious. I know that the answer will say yes, it is very important, but I want you to elaborate. I'm sure that all of you have different roles, right? But everyone, सबके पास तो opinions होते हैं. Everyone is a player. How important is it for new teams to establish exactly role क्या है सबके लिए, and how do you manage it? Because we have played in many internal tournaments ourselves, and the deal is when you're in the flurry of the game, सबको बस उनका ही करना है because they think they're doing right. So how do you manage this, or what is your tip to the 21, 23 people that are here today?
So in BGMI, usually 4 out of 3 players play the flex role. In turn, they can be an entry flagger too, they can be an assaulter too, they can even play as a support role. Only the IGL role differs. IGL can't be, replaced even during forming a team, even after the team. But the roles can, change according to the even maps, maybe according to the team. Like समझो support नहीं हो रहा, इसका good time चल रहा है and he is getting good frags, so he'll just shift into assaulter. So that is where we kind of do the flex thing. We don't usually stick to the roles except the IGL. Everyone are good with all the roles usually. Fragger and even the supporting, or else even sniper. No, there's no sniping role after the new update though. But these are the roles. They're all flexing.
Which is the problem, right? Everyone wants to play flex. No?
So
Go on.
so like, you wanna guys talk about your roles? You can talk.
That's a good idea.
Assaulter.
Okay.
I usually go forward and try to take kills, like doing race from long, like that,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and making my team easy to make further actions game, like
And
making
this is
it.
pre-decided. This is pre-decided. How do you know that? Suppose you feel like, nay, this is not the right strategy, right? So I'm just trying to figure out what could be the problems or mistakes that other teams are making.
Maybe all, like, when it comes to new teams, they all just stick to one role, I guess. As you said, the mistakes, when it comes to the mistake, they just play on their gun power basically. And that's what he said, is just spraying around. There'll be no coordinating like, okay, support mujhe mil raha hai, and okay, I can go in front. There's no synergy, as you roles. Yeah, it is important. But when it comes to new team, I think they take time to figure out their roles. That's the mistake there. IGL will basically see what he is good at. Maybe if he is good with the shotgun thing, he says okay, he might be a good entry fragger when it comes to close. If he is good with the assaulting, he'll make him stay back and give the supporting thing like that. Yeah, that matters a lot.
Nice. But that's a good point that you made, right? New teams, the larger problem you're seeing is they're not sure ki role kya hone chahiye, right? Because everyone likes to play in various roles. So your real what you're suggesting is both the IGL and the team come together and define a role and agree with it, right? Suppose two of you want the same role. Fine.
Yeah, that again,
one-on-one.
1v1
that-
करना
that
पड़ेगा.
One-on-one battles.
because
और नहीं तो कौन सबसे ज्यादा नेट दूर फेंक सकता है बैटल. Shot
yeah,
put.
again, that on the team. If the team is aggressive, like as you know, the new points level is only for the finish. So if the team is aggressive, maybe they'll stick to all the players will stick to same role. They'll just focus on finishes. Don't go for the play points. They won't go for that proper stats thing. They'll just go for that slam in, get some finishes, and just back off. So that depends upon the team too. If the IGL is passive, the team will be passive and just focus on the placement points. If the team is aggressive, they'll maybe have all the aggressive roles just to take
Mm,
pushes and play aggressive.
got it.
यहाँ पे चैट
Got
पे
it.
IMS बोला है भैया मैं आईजीएल के साथ साथ असॉल्टिंग सपोर्ट एंट्री फ्रैगर फ्रीमैन स्नाइपर सब मैं ही करता हूँ
इसीलिए से टीम नहीं होते वो टीम नहीं होते IMAs.
सोलो वॉर्स फॉर यू ब्रो
So,
Solo walls for you. All rounder है वो. All rounder.
Yoda has a very interesting question I think that is how do you handle a 1v4 everyone's like dead except you and you have say 4 5 teams that are there and the circle is closing. There's one more question that I think Xenon had asked that is I think can be connected to this. Like, can you tell us your strategy to play an end circle of official T1 in which in seventh circle 70 players are alive? But we'll come to this later. First one before
We'll come
पहले
to that
पूछ
later.
लेते हैं.
We'll come to that later.
It's a weird, complex question. मैं ही confused हो गया.
Complex है वो.
Thank you, Xenon.
Zenon is, I feel Zenon is playing while he's chatting.
हो सकता है. इसका situation हो रहा है बोला पूछ लूं.
हाँ, so but going back to what this one was talking about, the previous question that you had, right? The first
Yeah,
question.
1v4.
he's good when it comes to the 1v4 scenario. Oxin has always, cracked such scenarios.
And how,
Is it-
Oxen, give us your secret, but don't give us your secret.
I just stay calm. I play like passive. I let the enemies come to my angle. I just read the footstep. I just
Go
read
on,
their
go on.
footstep, make angle. When a guy is throwing a nade, like there's no one giving backup to him, I just rush to him and finish him. Like I'll take one down
Nice.
and I'll come again. I play like that. Mind games.
Nice. Mind games. You know,
Yeah.
do you know something I have realized, especially with the younger, I'm much older, but the younger generation is very easily
Mind
they'll
games.
say, just stay calm. मैं calm हूँ भाई, so just stay calm. In only answer that we had was सबको मार दो जल्दी. That's but nice. Okay, so 1v4 is just stay calm. That is and wait, play mind games so that they think that you are passive, so that they come to you, right, girls? Like Oxen, got it.
Yeah.
I
In
feel
your
staying
experience,
calm point here, I think, is more about if you panic, you make mistakes, right? So it's better not to panic and just, assess what's happening around you.
just chill and kill, बोल रहे हैं Zaira. Chill and kill. Love it.
ये
Very
तो
Kill
सही.
Bill of you. Nice. In your experience now, and I like the word that you use, like strategy. Everyone wants to strategy. Simple question. In your experience, what is the biggest misconception? What is the biggest flaw that people think of when they use the word strategy in BGMI? It is far too used, ना? सब बोलते हैं strategy करो, strategy करो. क्या होता है? What is the biggest misconception? Should it be बहुत strategy करना है, बहुत simple रखना है? How do we go ahead and figure out the right kind of strategy? This is for new teams, huh?
Yeah. So what usually happens is in a tournament, we know which team is playing. We have the slot.
Okay.
So on that, we do the strategy, but also we have a backup plan where, if it doesn't work out, if someone, even though we know that there's a team not coming to our drop, even though if a team comes, we always have a backup. So when strategies, as you said, it might go wrong. In BGMI, since it's a survival game, there's luck factor too. Luck also comes in, favor when your strategies go wrong. So that is where we always have plans. But even if a plan fails, okay, we can do something else. So that is where, with the new teams might lack. They'll know that, okay, they'll see previous teams, okay, soul idhar ja raha hai, it is also idhar ja raha hai. And they'll stick to the fact that, okay, they'll be here and we can just wait for them to, they'll loot and they come out. Usually that doesn't happen. There might be some other team, waiting for them as the same strategy. वो भी apply कर सकते हैं for the season. So that is where maybe that new teams might lack. So you're gonna always have a backup plan, if the strategy fails.
Got
to
it.
other.
Got it. But do you think there is too much strategy? What is the case of too much strategy? When do you know when to stop?
Like things don't go according to you. We just
Okay.
back off and rethink what should we do on our
Okay.
same situation.
Nice. Nice answer.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, like if the zone is coming, like zone have as like smaller circles. Like if so first circle, it differs what we should do and what we shouldn't do, like that.
So yeah, like
Got it.
as you said, strategies, yeah, that would bring chaos to the team. But if they have that potential, like Samjo, we have these strategies where we have the revise, like there's a session for the team where they revise everything. Like they have code words for everything to make it short. Like the drops, maybe the rotations, maybe the circle. They have all that memorized, so that even if they make strategies, it's all like coded, like short. Hoga. They don't even talk a lot during the game. They just focus on the surroundings, and they'll just say, okay, circle idhar hai. We'll just go with this, rotation. They have that name for that. So
Mm.
they even have that plan, like, okay, in this rotation, this team might come. We might have a clash. So if we have a clash, we have to stop somewhere and maybe even do the scouting. So maybe too much of scouting, as you said, is bad. But once they have that, like sub memorized kar diya, sub it's all in there, subconsciously it's all recorded. Then I don't think so. It would be as you said, too much might be a problem for that. That would create a chaos, in game. Like A kuch bolega, maybe the teammate wouldn't understand what that is. So that would be
Ah. Okay.
Right.
Yoda has asked,
It's a
भाई
call out.
potato पे 5 कैसे ले बताओ?
Can you repeat it? Like,
Rhythm, you
tell
want to try?
Potato पे 5 कैसे ले बताओ?
बातो.
I think that's a call out.
बातो या बताओ?
potato hill ka?
Oh,
Potato
potato
hills,
hills पे. अच्छा.
That's a call out. That's what.
Yeah. What are the other drops? Potato hill, then potato hill, INT hill, and
Pancake.
pancake. So
Yeah.
they have twinkle pond, moon hill, cow hill. Next
all,
some
all,
more.
all code words. All code words. Do you guys decide all of
Yeah.
this during practice? How much practice do you guys do? And what is too much practice?
We won't do such too much practice. We will take daily 1 hour to recognize the drops and the code word that we told. We will go behind the map and we see the
They revise it. They by heart hit all the maps. And when it comes to like too much, I don't think so. Like they have it handled. Like for the new teams, it might be like too much, but now they're all set.
Acha. But I was just wondering. Practice तो सबको करना है. Just like strategy, सबको strategy करना है. At some level, you have to be like, boss थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही हो रहा है. Also with practice, is there such a thing as too much practice? When do you know कि भाई balance होने चाहिए? हाँ.
Yeah, like we have their schedule. They have the reporting time at 11. They have the reporting time at 11. They have to finish their breakfast and stuff. And till 12, they usually do the training ground. And from again 12 to 1, they have a break. So from 1
Okay.
is there, a scream starts. They have two, first half and second half of a day. Comes to playing the screams and first half is from 1 to 5:50. 5:50 and 5:50, say 7 tak or else 6:50 tak they have again break. They can
Acha.
go for a tea and maybe just chill with other players, etc., teammates, and they can come back. And from 7 to 10 or else 7 8 differs. They can stick to that. It's kind of like a 1 to 11 job for them. So there's not too
Huh.
much in that stuff. They just love to play.
Okay. I mean, everyone, that's like I say, I love to work, yeah, but my boss isn't here, so it's fine. But I don't like working all day. You can love to play,
I
but
thought here.
it's common. Rhythm, don't say anything. What I'm basically very very important, but what you're basically saying is have a schedule, right?
Yeah,
You know,
you have a
see,
schedule where everyone agrees.
हाँ, पर यहाँ पे I have a like I've been in a team, right? And sure, we can say schedule. The deal is there is a good chance that some people in the team are doing well, some are not doing well. And then you say, चलो ठीक है, practice ही करना पड़ेगा. So I remember we were talking to Rossi from CS2, and he was actually saying, don't don't practice for more than 4 or 5 hours a day. That's it. Stop. Right? But that is one. And he said that really worked because they were they were doing other sorts of practice like team bonding, and it doesn't have to be in game. Huh, go on.
Yeah, that also differs because it depends upon the tournaments. If you can see it as an example, if it's BGS 2023, they only stick to BGS. They only focus for that. But when it comes to they have no events, they just play screens just to maybe get the prize pool, maybe certain sort of stuff. So when it comes to BGS, they actually do that. They don't play any other tournaments. They don't play any other stuff. They only sit. They only talk. They only strategy. They only do the revise session. What even all the esport teams, as you said, even if it's Valorant, they don't play the previous day usually when it comes to the PC
Oh,
games. But
okay.
yeah, they only do the revise session with the coaches. They only sit. They only talk. They only build strategies. As you said, they usually don't play. But just to build their confidence, we tell them to play like T3 screens, even though they are in a they might get a T1 semi slots. We just tell them to play T3 lobbies just to build their confidence, just to boost up that momentum, so that okay, team has a good adrenaline rush. So
Got it.
we do that.
So confidence building.
Yeah.
Okay. Zenon has again a very fun question. I think. What do you think IQ Soul is doing that they are dominating as much?
They just do third parties and like they play like they just play like third partying. Like if two teams are fighting, they just wait for the team like one to just eliminate from the match and they rush immediately. So
Makes
there
sense.
will
Yeah?
yeah. So there will be a man loss or someone will be get their casualties like that, and they
Right.
prefer more to zone. Like they just get other teams.
But the previous team was different though. But
Yeah.
once they are playing in IQ Soul, this is what they are doing. They are doing more third parties and more zone preference, and maybe waiting in the circle. It's just waiting for some other team to come from the outside the circle. They'll have zone damage, etc. And
Be
they're playing both balanced placement as well as finishes. But they're trying to keep on an average of 6 finishes. Every game they play, they keep an average of 6.
interesting. Interesting. Uh, um, and And how do you think so that's clearly their strategy that they've been using for some time, right? And it comes with practice. A question that I have is how I'm sure that during practice also there are moments when you're practicing you can try various things, right? Do you during practice for the new teams, can you tell them any mistakes that they are making? Are they fighting too much or not handling disagreements correctly? And what advice would you give there? I can
They
repeat
should
that.
they should observe the situation, how the things are going around them, and take the calls which is necessary so that they can survive, take more.
But suppose they're disagreeing. Suppose the four of you were practicing. I'm sure, give it last year. All of you started joining a team. All of you don't know each other. And during practice, there can be a lot of disagreements, right? Which can come to the main game. So, how do you solve that?
Yeah, they'll have to stick to a like every team has its own drop. So finding
Hmm.
the drop takes time for new teams. So finding the new drop, most of the teams like just get toxic. Like nahi ho raha mere
Hmm.
se, ye team se nahi ho raha. They keep on complaining stuff until unless
The chat will
they
लिखा
have
होगा
to find
NHK.
the NHK. So it takes time for a new team to find their drops, to find their synergy, to, as I said, to find their rotations and to find their strategy. So new teams have to stick for a long time until unless I believe in him. Okay, he's a good player, and yeah, I know he will get something with. So usually that doesn't happen with a new team. They play like for a few days and they lose. They just like break the team and start searching for some other. That might be a problem for the new. They have to stay because if it's new, there will be problems also with that. So you have to try to.
Got it. Okay. So, but disagreements, I'm sure, happens. Have you guys, and you can tell me truthfully, have you guys in the middle of a game realized that one team कुछ तो गड़बड़ है अंदर, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, and have you?
Before
Can you
joining
give
the
us
session,
any?
we were meeting.
Sorry.
एसीपी प्रद्युमन की तरह कुछ तो गड़बड़ है दयाज.
So yeah, as we said, we had a tournament at 8, right? So we were just going through a team on their socials, like थोड़ा sneak peeks देख रहे थे. There are उनका drops and उनका previous achievements कौन-कौन है lineup में. So once we saw something, we felt suspicious and sus in their montages. So yeah, it's good to keep ourselves also heads up when it comes to these such moments. So we'll stay far up so that हमारा game खराब नहीं हो. Once they get caught, they'll be out. But we'll be the guys who will be losing that points वगैरह stuff. Everything. That won't be again game. So we
So I
do
guess,
that.
guys, what
Uh-huh.
nice. And आप जो बोल रहे हैं, make sure that you're looking at आप stock करो, stock all your teammates and your other opposite teams to see if there is a problem. See if they are having relationship issues, and then capitalize.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Okay, so
Zaira, one week.
are there any tools or methods? मतलब कुछ तरीका है where you're analyzing the game and that leads to disagreements sometimes or that leads to solutions. So how do you analyze and what kind of and like कैसे करते हो मतलब there are very minute callouts that you guys have. जैसे potato lost me sit both I guess but मतलब ऐसे there are disagreements there are analytics that go behind why क्यों हुआ क्यों नहीं हुआ so can you go in depth and tell us a bit about it? I think everybody would also love to know.
Yeah. What you said, this is where our IGL has given us a point. When there is too much discomfort, like point nahi kar pa rahe, kiska mistake, just leave it out. We don't drag it. But when there is a thing that okay, this is wrong, the IGL and the players stick to that until unless even though he doesn't see it. The other three players stick to that saying, no, this was wrong. You could have, if you have done something, समझो कुछ और कर सकते थे. We could have survived in this circle. So that is where the point comes when we are all blind. Like no, what he's saying is also right. He could the situation be ऐसा था कि he couldn't give me cover. The situation be ऐसा था कि he should have not gone there. That is where we just leave it. We don't drag about it. We don't again talk about it. बोलेंगे हाँ next time.
Nice.
Then again try to. That is where IGL comes in. IGL ours is kind of calm, so it doesn't go toxic. And players are though, but IGL makes. He's not here though. He has his exam, so he couldn't be here. So if he was there, maybe he would have given even more valuable.
Good answer, man.
All the best
Thank
to
you
your
so much.
exams.
Very good answer.
Yeah. And also tell me like can you elaborate a bit around callouts? Because I want to learn.
Columns,
आधा तो
they do that.
Like not giving more multiple calls while focusing on one team. You should not give many calls. Like if an enemy is doing is winning an 8, you should give that one call. He may put here, he may put there. Should be recognized by the player.
So they don't create chaos during the fight. Just like give single calls. Like they try to keep it mini as possible so that it doesn't.
एग्जाम्पल चाहिए
Yeah.
एग्जाम्पल ये पोचिंकी पे ड्रॉप हुआ है इसके बाद क्या
How do you give calls to that?
While dropping there, we will see the parachutes where the enemies are landing. That give the calls enemies wherever they
क्या
are.
कॉल वही तो पूछ रहा हूँ क्या कॉल
Call,
बोलते
call.
क्या हो
There.
building का names है right there are some buildings you have names for there are
Yeah.
some hills clearly that you have names for then there's the पोचिंकी के पीछे वहाँ पे कुछ castle type का है ना वो भी है.
Church,
I don't know the call
they
outs.
call it as
Church,
Church,
church.
Church.
Yeah. So all of these call outs, right? So क्या मतलब, how do you approach it?
like if the airdrop is on double warehouse in the Pochinki region, they'll say double warehouse may drop where one guy go to the church, one guy go to the squatters, and the other two players just stick to the scouting role, and rest of the two they go and usually get that drop. One, two people just get that covered, and then and also usually when it comes to like as you said Pochinki, if it's a hot drop, they don't risk it. Even the airdrop is like it attracts more teams, so we don't want to get involved in the hot drop stuffs.
Too many teams. Correct. Why draw attention? Okay. What are some of the red flags that you think very clearly indicate कि team में कुछ problem है?
toxic.
Toxic.
Being
You mean somebody in the team is toxic?
Yeah.
Then kick out.
All
Then
of
what do you
us are
suggest they
toxic.
do?
All ambitionless, so rude. Okay, continue. Sorry.
People have to be calm. Not in esports, even in sports, if we see people have to be calm. Being toxic and being rude, like being egoistic. मैं फ्रैक्स निकाल रहा हूँ, but team is making me lag. That doesn't work. एक दो गेम आपका चल सकता, or in T1 it doesn't apply like that. Every player like grinds 2 to 3. So to skills, there's nothing lacking for all the players. It's only you have to like be more accepting. Like, हाँ मैंने गलती किया, and yeah, this is where I have to improve. If the guy is not accepting and the guy is being rude, saying, "Oh, you guys are problematic here," it's not. Then he's a red flag.
Okay. What if your IGL is a red flag?
Yeah. What do you guys do when your IGL is a red flag?
Just try
What could happen? I'm
making
just talking because I'm not talking about your IGL, of course, right? I'm saying I'm sure you played in various teams, and there is some IGL who is a bloody red flag. Then what do you do? Do you mutiny? Vote
Yeah,
नहीं करेगा.
they just change the IGL, or else maybe they change the team. That is what happens when the IGL is toxic.
Okay. All right. And is
Beyond
there
in the
such a
chat,
thing as
just unite and kick that IGL out. Mutiny is the audience decision.
that's what I was just wondering. United kick IGL out. So Zenon, I agree. Why should you go if the IGL is a problem? Yeah. I mean, if you can't get the IGL to understand constructive criticism, is that constructive criticism? वो होता है? See,
Yeah, some
you know what?
IGLs.
The reason I'm asking is you guys are really. I mean, it surprises us because all of you are very young, right? बहुत young blood होता है. हाँ.
He's 16 and he's 17. Yeah, as you
Wow.
can see, they're not even 18.
Guys, don't say this. This is to all sponsors. All of these are legitimate, all legal. Don't do drugs.
And also, as you
Don't
said,
do drugs.
No. They won't.
as you said, yeah, criticism hota hai. IGLs, stick to the owners, or they have like ज़्यादा relationship hota. So sometimes even if the IGL is wrong, the management won't listen to the team. That is where like most of the T1 teams fail. Not just T3. Most of the T1 teams fail there. They they don't see the big picture of entire players. They just stick to the IGL, and whatever the IGL says, they just build the team on surrounding the IGL. So whoever the IGL is comfortable, okay, IGL sees, okay, this guy is my friend, I'm good with him. He just makes a team with that guy. They don't see the big picture.
Nice answer,
So-
yeah. Nice answer. Rhythm, you were saying?
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to understand the meta, the evolving meta that's coming up in BGMI, and how you guys are adjusting to it. Like the meta changes every now and then. So how do you adapt? How do you change your gameplay style? How do you work around it or make it your own thing?
Just 2 days back, meta changed. So So again, players have to stick to the new meta. Just 2 days back, not long
Ah.
ago. There are so many buffs and also
What
so
happened?
many.
What happened? Can you tell the audience and us as well what happened? How did the meta change?
DBS. They know of the DBS.
They nerf the
Oh,
DPS
yeah,
gun.
DBS
And
now,
then
yes.
they
Got it.
I
made
think there was a
stepping-
lot of questions in the chat about the DBS as well. So I think this would be a very good thing to also talk about. How do you deal with this DBS now?
replacement.
Actually,
They just found a replacement for that gun.
SLK and Pump
Which
Shot.
As soon as DPS got nerfed, they just found that replacement. S12K and S18, I guess. So they're just going with that gun.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Zenon was saying, I think someone said BGMI should get DBS back in drops. Opinions?
Yeah, it definitely should.
Definitely should. Zenon, you seem to know your game, my friend.
yeah, every
Reduce
team
it.
needs to do that.
Every team?
Okay, so do you guys make strategies around, you know, drops as well? Like गिली सूट लेना है, फिर जाना है, ऐसे टाइप के भी strategies होते हैं क्या? Or is it on the go during the match?
Really.
Huh?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
On the by the
मुझे
way,
तो
on the side, they're
जब
making their own game.
I was like मुझे गिली सूट चाहिए. मैं एकदम घास में सो के गोली मारूं.
No, they don't usually do that. Like, you can't. It's not safe in competitive when it comes to that. You can't. You have to stick with what you have. If you try to go for more loot, there are always problems coming towards. Until unka jo info hai, like they have that info that okay, this compound is clear. They only stick to that. They don't go outside that because they don't know there might be some other player in another compound just waiting. Guys.
Right.
Got it. AR Meta 2019 was the golden period in esports. Do you agree?
Yes.
Guys, but what will you do without changes? Yeah, you'll just be playing the same game.
But
I-
after that, when the DPS meta came, each and every player were doing only for there would be a no value for the clutch. Before the
Right.
DPS meta, we would have value for each and every single clutches. There would be a 1v1 fights. Who make their shot, the player will win. Possibilities of winning the chance. But the
Got it.
DPS teasing and all will.
DBS also has one more thing. It desyncs a lot. Like you will be waiting, even though आपका PO में वो player नहीं आएगा. If the shot gets connected even to the body, you sometimes get killed due to the network damage because of the BGM. So that's a pretty hated gun too, and also a loved gun in BGM.
Right.
स्नाइपर मेटा बोल रहे हैं
यहाँ
अभिनव.
पे बोल रहे हैं चैट में कि P90 हैकर वाली गन है. ड्रॉप में अभी वो भी मिलता है, हैकर वाली गन है.
Yeah, that's what. No, I agree. I think changes are important, पर नहीं तो boring हो जाता है यार. I like the fact that they keep it simple. But your opinions, Crafton. If anyone in Crafton is watching this, we'll put it up on YouTube. True Rippers Academy is suggesting that they go back. Don't do all these new changes without asking them.
I think for
Okay.
every game, every gamer will say the same thing. Like
Haha.
इतना वो that Three Idiots dialogue, दोनों टांगे तुड़वा के यहाँ पे आया हूँ. क्राफ्टन बोलेगा ड्रॉप कैसे लोगे भैया, ये नहीं जानना है.
ये नहीं जानना. Correct. And then the same lot will go play another game. Boring हो रहा है. Boring हो रहा है. Chalo. Okay. I think we have come in. I think there's only one more real question that we have, and audience, happy to get you to ask a few more. I think we have only another 5 minutes. They have to go practice for their match. If there is any sort of advice, guys, that you guys, how long have you been playing together, by the way?
More than 6 months.
More than 6 months together. Is it? Is this the longest some of you have stayed in a team? Yeah.
For me,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Great. How many teams have you
Okay.
guys been a part of?
4.
4. Acha, all of you.
No, this is my second team. I was with 2 years in one team.
He was stuck
Wow.
to team for 2 years before ban, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
before
ban.
ban.
Poaching. Nice. Guys, I'm just so just any core advice that you guys can give to everybody that we can put out. Uh, saying these are common mistakes, mat karo.
Ignoring your teammates' call.
Ignoring teammates' call. Okay.
Not playing coordinative, not respecting the IGL calls.
Not respecting IGL, not playing coordinative. Okay. Anything at a pre-strategy, pre-practice, anything during pre-practice, anything about egos, anything about balance as far as education versus anything there.
Yeah, when it comes to education and gaming again, you can take these guys as an example. So they're just doing their 11th right now, and due to their parents' permission, they are here. And also, they also agree that okay, my son do what he loves, and they are here. So they're also
That's
agreeing for the part that do the education online thing, and as well as stick to the gaming part. So they're doing both right now.
got it.
So yeah, it's good if you stick to the education, like esports and sports. होते रहेगा. But get a degree, guys. Get a degree.
Get a degree. Don't do drugs and get a degree.
Get a
Nice.
degree, don't do drugs. You beat me to it.
Nice.
But yeah, why we
Guys,
are constantly going back to don't do drugs, everybody here. So we just recently released our first episode of Gamer Gully, which was an interview, an exclusive interview with Kiran Rossi, the CS2 champion. You guys would, of course, know about him and love him. So I also love the way he plays. And it was a very, very interesting one. Sid was the one who got to spend hours talking to him about gaming, about different aspects of how to, how to go pro. And there's a lot to learn from there. So just get onto our YouTube and catch that video. It's a crazy interview, and you would love it. Like there's a lot to learn from there, and this I think this AMA was also something that a lot of us could learn from, especially Potato. Sorry, my
potato is a
camera
good
went
one.
off. So yeah, I think Sid, continue. I just wanted to put in that don't do
No,
drugs
spot
bit.
on. So just so that everyone knows, what we are doing is, I'll just show you guys. If you do check it out, we've got Rossi. We'll be talking to Tanvi. We'll probably get the True Rippers and you guys there. We are live right now, so we should be talking to all of you. That is the plan. All right. So do check out. We're looking to really. The idea is to go ahead and talk to people such as you, who are young, fearless, and I love the fact that you have so much passion to go and actually do this, right? A lot of us may have had the opportunity but did not know how to go about it. But I think the fact that you are a team, the fact that you guys listen to each other, and also have names like Potato, I think all of this really helps growing you guys as a complete group of friends. So congrats, guys. I'm putting it out one more time to the audience if there are any questions. Somebody, Abhinav said they didn't tell me their strategy. Whose strategy, guys? What is the best tip on building your team from the bottom? I think that, yes, Zaira.
Playing with each other and
Creating a bond.
building synergy, creating bonding, improving our bond, talking for hours and hours.
Are you
Nice.
guys your best friends
Can
or you have friends outside of BGMI?
No, these are all guys who met through social media, maybe or through games, and based on their skills, they have formed a team right now.
Got it. Got it. So guys have a life outside also, but practice together. Basically, you are saying continue playing constantly, keep talking to each other, and practice regularly. Perfect. Okay, I am good. I will have to wrap this up. Rhythm, if you have anything else,
I am good.
anyone
I
else,
I
I'm able.
I love this whole conversation. You guys
This
have
was
anything to ask
fabulous.
us?
I think they want to do a one-on-one with me, but I don't have the time right now. But
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
maybe next time. Maybe next time. I'll come to HSR. We'll play then. Do you guys play any other sports other than esports?
I was playing cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
play badminton.
Oh, nice.
No,
Sid is a
okay.
badminton,
Okay.
like Sid is a regular badminton player. He plays at least twice a week, what he has said. But I don't know
Give
how he
me
finds the
physical
time.
sports. Physical sports you give me. Acha, kiska question? 1 second. Ace, sorry guys, just one more question. IMA's asked for one more question. I'm looking to find it. Guys, this is the last one because unfortunately they have to go and practice and play their last one. IMA's, could you give me your question one more time? Can you tell us the strategy to play in oh right, okay. Can you tell us your strategy to play in end circle of official T1 in which the seventh circle 70 players are alive?
That's not the ऐसे सिक्योरिटी नहीं होता 7th circle में 70 players. Like इनका अभी device जो है, I don't think so that will handle that. Those
अच्छा
many players in the circle.
ये सिचुएशन हो ही नहीं सकते बोल रहे हो.
Yeah. Max to max, 8 players can survive in the 7th circle. 8 players,
Okay.
and he's talking about 70 players.
No, you guys are a nice bunch. I'm sure you have some nice memorable moments in your journey. Anything memorable that you guys can tell us? Most memorable moments in your journey? एक सबको मिलना.
Yeah, them meeting themselves in IRL, this is the first time, I guess. So IGL अभी आना
Wow.
बाकी है. Yeah, they were all
This is the
just
first
playing
time you guys are meeting.
they're all the first time they're in the boot camp. And
Guys,
Oh,
Listo made it
nice.
happen. Watch
Thank
Listo.
you. Thank you.
We are like we are like the Bumble for gamers.
Yeah. We
I
are.
might say that.
Okay, so I think the most memorable moment is the fact that they have met.
Yep.
Good to hear. Best of luck for your tournament. Thank you everybody for joining in. You guys are, as always, such a good crowd. We will be in touch. Best of luck, best rippers, true rippers and team, with everything that you guys are doing. The organization and us will do a lot more in advance. Okay.
Right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Rhythm.
Right.
Thanks,
Are you guys
Aman.
going out for
Thanks,
pizza
guys.
after this? Are you
Cheers.
guys going out for pizza after this?
They'll have a chai break, I guess.
Chai
Chai.
break. Okay.
Chai.
Chai.
Okay.
Chai break.
Chalo. All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, you can.
So, well,